today you have myself, Patrick Hollywood, Jonas Smith, Logan Hidway,
Ayo.
Brendan Kelly,
Hello.
and,
Hello.
and Will. I don't remember
Will-
last name.
Hello.
Will
It's all good.
Godfrey.
Will Godfrey.
There we go. Welcome, Will.
Yay!
First timer.
Indeed.
Yeah, Will it's the first time on the Truly Imagination podcast. How do you feel?
I feel great. Today was interesting. Power went out for most of
Oh.
West Ottawa from like 2 to
Oh.
5.
Oh.
Oh.
I
It's
feel
back
bad to
on
do
now.
that when it's hot.
I
Yeah.
found a wasp nest in my bathroom.
Well, that's definitely not good.
They tore out the walls and there was a little wasp nest in there.
Well, you know what? Let it be.
Ow, ow.
Love you, boss.
Following the rules.
All right, lads. So what are we talking about today?
Well, as far as I know, the topic today is college.
Yes, it is. That is because 3 out of the 5 of us graduated from Algonquin. Some of us for the second time. In fact, all of us are Algonquin graduates. Some of us are 2-time Algonquin graduates. And so I thought it would be real fun, since most of us have been in different programs, if we could share interesting moments from all of the programs of which we were in. For context, I was in performing arts and radio broadcasting. Logan, you were in performing arts and script writing.
That's correct.
Brendan and Will did radio broadcasting, and Patrick did performing arts and that one program that I keep forgetting the name of.
Music, Media, and Film Foundations.
That one.
Those are important, Fiona.
Remember them.
So anyway, I don't know if we wanted to start off anywhere specific, but I figured we'd start from like the very beginning, where we all met in performing arts, unless Patrick wants to talk about game development.
Oh, you did game development? That's
Well,
nice.
I mean,
I mean,
technically,
if-
that's where Will and I, in air quotes, met. Because, like,
Oh.
If we're starting
we didn't
chronologically,
know
we
each
gotta
other, but
start
we were in the same program.
Yeah.
Ah.
I did game development, I think 2021 to 2020. No, I dropped out before 2022 because I don't like programming, and I'm also paying a lot of money for a lot of information that some of it's like just common sense, and the other part of it is just that the industry is awful. Like game development, you're better off going independent, and at that point, you're better off learning how to do it yourself because you're already going to be spending a lot of money to make something.
That is what I've
Mhm.
always heard when it came to game development.
I just
Funny
failed
enough.
spectacularly because it was the pandemic, and I am an in-person learner, not an online learner.
That is
Scott
very
Cawthon built a
understandable.
mega media franchise in a cave with a box of scraps and a really creepy art style, which worked.
And a circular photo.
Hello, hello, hello.
Bobby Fox built the same thing in a similar cave! So they called it the sequel.
So anyway, I guess we shall begin with performing arts, because that's kind of where we all mostly met. At least that's where I met. I first met Patrick, and then I met Logan later, because Logan was in the group of other people. And
we were in 2 different cohorts as a class.
yeah, and so Patrick and I were in the first cohort with, dare I say, some of the more stable people.
As our former professor Kevin put it, there were 2 groups in every year. There is the smart group and the creative group.
Mhm. I think yours was a creative group.
Yeah, our
Yours
cohort
was
for the
very
first
creative.
semester was
Don't
rather
worry, they
creative.
refined it in the second semester and put all the smart people in one.
yeah. But
Yeah.
if I may save my own hide in this moment, of being in a room of creatives, I was
Mhm.
one of the boring intellects.
Oh, you
That's-
can't say that. You have a script writing thingy.
That's true. That's true. Anyways, that's just to say I wasn't one of the malcontents.
That's true. Hey, At least you weren't that one guy.
Oh yes.
Well, there's many guys that we could talk, but
Yeah, which one?
Do we even
The
have
one
to?
that-
That
There's
does
one
not
that
narrow
we.
it
I don't
down.
even know if we have to make a code name for him because it was already a code name.
I don't know.
Bingledorf.
We'll call him
Bingledorf?
Four-wheeler.
Which one? I don't even know which one that is.
ATV.
Oh, right. Oh my god, I forgot about him.
Oh, that's right. He existed.
I forgot. Yeah, he tried to actually, skipping to the future, he tried to message me like years ago, for some reason, and I didn't understand why. His opening line was boop talking about you. Actually, wait, just censor that. Whatever the fuck his name was talking about you recently. Cut that out. But anyway, he was talking about me with some other guy who was also particularly shitty. And I'm like, that's not a good start to a conversation. So I removed him. And then he kept harassing me, so I had to block him.
Oh.
Welcome to the
Yeah.
podcast. If you're new, by the way, this is the section that's going to be censored a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm just
All I
censoring
heard
this
was
movie.
boo.
Release the files.
The Algonquin Files.
The alcohol
Um,
files.
There's a lot of files at Algonquin. We just don't know which kinds of them.
well, there was one file that got removed from our class very quickly.
Everybody's into here.
We're dancing a lot around this subject. Let's start from the beginning.
Yes.
Fiona, give your story first.
So, I first got into the performing arts program because my abilities to get into other programs were horrible because I didn't know how to film an audition tape for shit. So, Algonquin, you didn't have to submit one, so I got in, and I was a real bitch back then. And my opening statement to the class was, "Hi, my name's Fiona, and I'm here because I didn't get into any other school," which is a really great way to make a first impression.
I do remember that.
Yeah, I was an asshole. It's not a way you want to introduce yourself.
I would probably avoid you day one, yes.
You should have avoided me day one. 18-year-old me was a menace to society.
And a
Bleach had.
man-hater.
Yes, that also. I was very
Oh, how
different.
far we've come.
Yeah. Yeah, no, Will, Brendan, you guys are very lucky you met me now that I'm kind of more chilled out. When Patrick and Logan met me, I was strange. And I had
Well,
one-
It's so strange when we
that
met
class.
keep in mind, do we want to, you know what, actually, you want me to actually cut in with my story of how I met you in college? You sniffed my hair.
I didn't know this.
You had nice shampoo. I like.
To be fair, it was not our first interaction. We've had like some
No.
minor interactions like based
The
on it. I killed a
first-
bee once.
Yeah, and my first interaction was reading my eighth.
Uh,
Yeah.
No, my first interaction with Brendan was reading him this like really weird story I wrote in 8th grade.
Story. It was a fanfic. You're not gonna make light of that atrocity.
Can it be a fanfic if it wasn't based off of something? It was an
No,
original
that's
story.
Technically original.
It was
Fiona,
an original
I hate to
work.
break it to you. Whatever the hell you wrote, it was based off of many things.
Yeah,
Yeah, but I
I mean, there's nothing original under the sun.
okay,
true.
but if that's the case, then 50 Shades of Grey is a fanfic.
No,
It
but
is.
that one is.
It is.
That one is a fan fiction with the serial numbers filed off. All of it got changed last minute to be published without infringing on anything. I think that one's actually factually a fan fiction.
Yes, it is. It is very much a fan fiction.
Much like the one she read to me, and then afterwards she sniffed my hair.
How romantic.
Well then, you had nice shampoo. It's not my fault.
It
I
was a
walked
match
by.
made in heaven.
I smelt it, and I was like, "Damn, that's some pretty good fragrance right there." Can I smell your? I asked for consent.
Did I smell your farts?
Yeah, to be fair, she
I was
absolutely
thinking about
did.
that too.
And it did sound just as awkward as "Can I smell your farts?" But I said yes, to be fair, and now we are inseparable somehow.
But Your Honor, like he was like he's kind of into it, so
When I first met Logan, I think that was the day that Dylan got high.
Da-da-da-da-da-da.
Oh, was that in Hannah's class?
Would
That
that have
was
been
the-
the brownie day?
Yeah. Or it was the day where everyone ate 100 milligram edibles before an
Whoa, whoa,
assembly.
whoa, whoa. Don't say everyone now.
Not
I have
everyone.
not touched a drug in my life.
A
Everyone,
bunch of
including the
people
teacher.
ate 100 milligram edibles before an assembly. Like smart people, except for me because I was 18 and I was not about to do anything illegal. But Dylan, who is notorious for getting really intoxicated really fast, was just gone. And then Logan and I were talking while he was off doing his own little thing. And then we talked about how JonTron sucked.
Yep.
And then-
JonTron, the person. I think some of his content still holds up, but the person, he sucks.
Yeah, that's fair.
Like, I'm not gonna say all of his videos are fire. Obviously not. I think he has a gem here and there.
So
I'm too blinded by nostalgia, and I'm still a fan. But go ahead.
No, I did like low key. So like, I'm not even gonna lie. But sorry, continue if you want.
Oh, sorry.
Or Patrick or whoever, man.
one of yous.
Well, I'll just say this, Logan. When I first saw you, it was during your monologue performance. I think it was. It was very religious, and you had like a priest kind of outfit on or something like that.
Yeah.
I was very off put by that because I was very against Christianity at the time.
Was this?
I
was
thought
this
you were a
me-
Jehovah's Witness.
Was this me doing Hellfire from Hunchback?
I
No.
don't remember, man. But like you were coming across as very, very religious, which I know you are. You're a very religious man.
Oh
Nothing
wait,
wrong.
was this online with the one teacher?
Oh yeah, that teacher whose class I forget existed.
Is that which one it was? Was it the online class?
No. It was a monologue. It was in person.
It was in person. It was a monologue.
I think
I'm not saying you're wrong. I'm just trying to remember this because I know I did the whole when we had to do the videos online. I know I did a one-man show of the Gospel according to John. But which monologue was this? It's bothering me. I don't remember this now.
to be
Fascinating.
fair, I can't.
The fact that
remember
there were
either.
multiple instances of Logan in church garb doing
Because the only
an
other thing
amazing
I'm thinking
speech.
of is when we had to sing for Danielle's class, and I did Hellfire.
Oh my god, that class was something.
So I'm not denying that this happened. I'm. Why is this evading me that I don't remember which monologue this was?
It's fair, you know. I don't remember it. I remember the outfit, but that's it.
It was a
Because
great
it-
monologue. I don't remember a word of it.
Was it like robes?
Yeah, it was like a black robe.
Then that would have been me doing Hellfire, no?
I don't know, man.
Maybe for the sake of it, we'll say it was.
Otherwise, what monologue would that have been?
Yo mama. I don't know.
Yeah,
I
so that was
remember.
Yo mama, so
I
cute.
remember. I remember Patrick doing the "Do you want to have a nice night" monologue. That one was pretty cool.
Mm.
My parents say that one was sufficiently creepy to them.
That's what I was going for.
That's kind of the point. It's like if Tony Soprano came up and just started trying to flirt with you. That's kind of what it reminded me of.
Hey,
Where's
wanna
the
have a nice night?
gabagool?
God, I hate that. That image makes me uncomfortable. Why would you do that?
hey, Tom. The broad over there says she wants to have a nice night.
Well,
Why
let
don't
me
you
tell you,
slip
do you
over
want to have a
his
nice
way?
night or not?
We'll have a nice night with Pulp.
You have no choice. I'm gonna get my guy Paulie over there.
Now you listen
but-
here.
You're gonna sleep with the boss.
All
Hey,
right,
listen,
moving on,
we're
moving
gonna
on.
have a nice night.
Anyway, there was also the guy that is now in the Canadian Armed Forces. I'm not gonna say what division.
Yes.
Specifically, the Navy. How very fitting.
In the
Oh, boy.
Navy. He was a guy who.
I'm sure they
Well,
haven't seen that
actually,
enough.
actually,
Oh,
one
no.
second.
Time.
Yeah. Give me a second. I have to Google something real quick. 1 minute. You guys can talk about something while I'm Googling this.
We're gonna edit this out in post, by the way.
But maybe
And
we
we're gonna
will.
keep that in post. We're gonna edit this out in post and then jump
Yo,
jump cut.
listen, with all this talk about posts, like, do I have to take like fencing lessons or something?
Yeah, just
Well.
keep putting me talking about posts and then put in the sound of some guy fencing.
Anyway, this person, because unfortunately I don't really know their pronouns, so I don't want to assume. But they attached themselves to me fairly early on, much like someone else in the radio program that we know. And they attached themselves to me very quickly and wanted to hang out with me all the time. And it was great at the beginning, and then after a while, I kind of just wished that they would leave me the fuck alone. And there were some interesting moments that I didn't know about because they were in Logan's cohort, not mine, which was my one saving grace.
Mhm.
I don't know if we want to share any of them here, but
I mean,
Anyway.
we brought it up. We could finish the story protecting the innocent at least.
I don't know. Logan would have to tell because I think you're the only person there that was there to remember any of it.
Are you referring to the one that's in the Navy right now, or are you referring to someone else?
The one that's in the Navy.
I mean, like, he was in my cohort, but he didn't really attach himself to me all that much.
Yeah. They like Dylan, though.
That's true. But I really hate to say, between you and Dylan, you both got the brunt of the abuse. I didn't, so
Mhm.
you know, a little hurt. Like, come on, guy, you don't think like I was good enough for harassment? Come on.
Why am I not good enough to bully?
Dylan was
Right?
nearly
God.
beaten to death.
What?
Oh, what was that?
What?
Never mind. I don't want to get bullied anymore.
Oh yes, but this is it's just a joke. But like,
Oh, good lord.
you know,
This was back in Patrick's Hitman days.
actually yes. Yes,
Oh,
very much
that
so.
was also.
That's a good story, actually. Why don't we just talk about that instead?
Sure, why not?
Well,
Sure,
if
I'm down for this episode of Mr. In Between. Let's go.
So
if I may, quickly, just before we move on from the Navy kid, if I may quickly bring up something, just because you'll get a kick out of this. I mean, you guys. Some of you already know. Hopefully, the audience gets a kick out of this. So I'm sure Fiona's made abundantly clear that this guy was uncomfortably sexual. Like I don't know if it's been said yet in the conversation, but like this guy would actively look at like hentai and pornography and whatnot in class. Send it to Fiona too.
They sent it to me while I was on the bus. I'm very happy I was wearing headphones because they sent it to me and went, this reminded me of you. I opened it and it's this big boobed anime woman and all I hear is, hey, and I'm like, oh no.
And as a
Oh boy.
as a summative for Chris's class, Chris who does very hands-on Udahagen exercises, a whole lot of characterization, a whole lot of that.
Yeah.
Chris was teaching us monologues and auditioning and all that, and so of course we need to essentially audition in front of Chris. Fantastic teacher, Chris Ralph. If you ever get a chance to work on
Chris
your
is awesome.
But you also did kind of shit.
Yeah, we love Chris. Like seriously, no, I love Chris. The guy, he's changed my life. But yeah, it was either before or after I did my monologue that this guy, Navy boy, comes up and to give you, like, obviously he's looking at hentai porn. So he wasn't ready for this monologue. He was stuttering. He was whispering. He was, oh, can I do that over? Forgetting it. Like he just was not prepared. And to give you I'll hit you with the banger in just a moment, but really to just drive home how bad this was. This guy was wearing very stiff jeans.
Yeah, this was one of those
And-
kids who wore the emo skinny jeans, to put it into perspective for you.
And the reason I bring that up is because it's very obvious he had a raging boner.
Oh, that's deeply unfortunate.
I
While
was
he's
just
up
about
there
to ask.
in front of the professor, in front of the entire class, giving his monologue. Well, barely, albeit, but
Well, he
still.
was having a
He
hard
was
time.
excited.
So,
He
you
was
know.
very passionate about his work. The blood was flowing.
Yeah.
Well, it's like, well, to be fair, to play a bit of devil's advocate, I have heard that is a thing, like, when you're stressed, that can happen.
Beer
Like,
boner.
yeah. Like,
He
apparently
was just
when people would present, they would have issues with that. To play a little bit of devil's advocate, but still, not a great
Maybe-
situation to be in.
Maybe, but when I was doing 1979, which Michael Healy calls for this, by the way, this isn't me being a pervert, when I had to be mounted by Maureen McTeer and
What?
all eyes were on me, I didn't pop nothing. So that's on.
Boop.
Class
That's
act
on
right there.
redacted.
Yeah,
Oh, sorry. Thank you. Thank you.
we'll censor that in post. Patrick, you have a lot of editing to do this episode.
I
That's-
just learned this editing software. You're putting a lot of work on me.
That's
You
on
have-
Navy Boy.
that's
don't
on
worry.
Navy Man.
Patrick has flogged me in post, and I'll learn better.
I've probably pegged you to be honest.
What?
That's
the fuck?
true. Even though
Oh,
this isn't a video
no,
podcast,
what
I
a
want you to
terrible
edit in
punishment.
the Uma Thurman Kill Bill foot scene. That's the monologue the guy was doing. That's why
I
he
am-
had a boner.
This week I am recording the screen for Discord, so it's more visually interesting. So it is technically
Yeah.
visual.
Hey, there
Yeah.
you go.
Do we want to talk about the Hitman story? Because that was a good one.
Yes, I absolutely want to talk about this. So,
Ugh.
Fiona is prone to being gaslit.
Yeah.
Yes, yes, that's true.
Yeah.
And I've been told I'm an extremely good actor.
You are.
You don't say.
Gee, I wonder why I was taking performing arts. Anyway, for a little while, because I knew some things that I shouldn't have, you know, like how to like burst a blood vessel or something like that. Just some weird thing. I convinced Fiona that I was a hitman.
Naturally.
Don't laugh.
Full stop. Full stop. Just that's true. Fiona believed outright that Patrick fucking Hollingsworth was a hitman.
He was very convincing.
Can I
Of
say?
course.
I've tried to do a similar level of like gaslighting, like because I watched Breaking Bad and Mr. In Between, right? So it's like, yeah, I know how to dissolve a body in hydrofluoric acid, or I know how to track some guy. You just put fucking one of those iPhone things in his pocket and you just follow him.
Yeah, of
Air
course,
tag.
To be fair, I was giving demonstrations on how to disable your opponent.
Okay, that is a little more convincing. I do not know Sistema enough to bullshit my way through that.
Yeah, but like on everyone's soul, we've done that lately, like at least once. On everyone's soul.
It was kind of like disabling, you know, but disabling like in that one Cobra Kai episode where Daniel gets like paralyzed by Chozen, and then
Well.
yeah, but it's based on like ancient techniques. Like if you hit a specific place in between the elbow and the shoulder, you can cause that arm to kind of like lay by your side and not move.
Go limp.
Yeah, there you go. That's the word.
That's the word.
So yeah, I was giving demonstrations like that, but without actually doing it.
See, we could have been like a hitman duo. I could give the terminology, you can give the demonstration.
Exactly. There you go. Thank you, intern.
Oh, yeah. Good job, boss. Good story, Bosch.
Yeah, you tell him, boss.
Hey, you keep doing the numbers, okay?
Oh, shit.
no,
They're
Patrick.
at the zero.
If we're going to tell the full story, you gonna tell them how you told me that I figured out that you weren't a hitman?
I don't
If
actually
you
remember how you
remember.
figured it out.
I remember because I was really anxious for like a whole night, thinking you were gonna kill me.
Little vain of you, wouldn't you say?
Damn. I thought the story was gonna end with you hired him and he didn't kill a person.
No.
No, I
Just
do
saying.
remember saying like $20 is $20 or something like that.
Yeah.
That just sounds gay.
No, but it was more like $2,000 or something. I'd like, you know.
Yeah.
Oh,
The gay one is $50 is $50.
Mhm.
Right.
Yeah.
Inflation with and all that.
So is that how like this tier list work? It goes, like broke gay hitman?
I think I know what the
That's just a
episode
new
title
show on
is going to be.
HBO, bro.
Broke gay hitman.
Guys, this is just Barry, but
Write
he's
that
gay.
down, Logan. You're the script writer here. Write that down. Write that down.
Broke gay hitman.
Quickly, Patrick, edit it out so nobody steals this idea.
It's the next to be original.
It's actually going to be the next Truly Imagination Entertainment short film.
Oh my god, that's so much better than a Tubi original. You know how bad a streaming service has to be for me to not get it when it's free?
Yeah,
To be or not to be? That is the question.
is the question.
Not
Also-
Tubi, I'm moving Netflix.
Also, to
Roku.
go back to performing arts, any of y'all remember the Trauma Circle? Actually, I don't think any of you do because you weren't there.
I
Oh
remember
no,
Melissa
Fiona!
crying.
When you first
Oh.
met me on the first day of college in 2024, I got the entire info dump of performing arts
Oh,
in
yeah,
one
that's
afternoon.
right.
You know, you got
You
the
know, the-
abridged version. I have the highlights on my channel.
That's true.
Also, for that matter, if this is what I think it's referring to, which I'm rather sure it is, the professor that got us to do the trauma circle, she's doing things with Odyssey Theater now.
Nice.
Yeah. So catch her at Odyssey Theater doing not Shakespeare in the Park, but
Trauma in
She's
the
Plastic.
Park.
already an
Media Park.
award-winning actress. Like you.
Well, trauma in the park is easy. You just need.
She worked with my mom.
you just need a good needle.
Yeah, exactly.
I was gonna say all you need is a trench coat and nothing else, but okay.
But essentially, for those who don't know, we were supposed to bring in an item that was significant to us, and I think some people kind of took that and just didn't think that maybe they shouldn't bring items that signify trauma because, like, some of them were like, here is the book that I read at the cottage. Here's a piece of dice. Here's a guitar pick that my dad got me. And then
Yeah,
some
Dylan
people...
brought a piece of like roof shingling that fell off during a storm.
Yeah. And then some people were like, and here's the photos I took before I attempted suicide. And it's
I brought my childhood stuffed animal.
That's a cute one.
Mm-hmm. I brought a princess dress, and the problem was I didn't want to talk anymore because everyone was just crying, and I didn't want to. I was so overstimulated, and I'm like, I'm not doing this. And then the teacher got really mad at me and was like, we all have to share. And it's like, I don't feel comfortable
So
You
sharing.
know what's crazy about that is that then we had to make an act around those objects.
Yep.
What? Oh yeah, that's right. Oh my god, remember the one person whose act went on for 1,000,000 fucking years?
You're gonna have
could've
to
been
be more
any of them.
specific.
Yeah, it
The-
sounds like you're gonna have to elaborate.
There was one person in our program, and it was about how their mom wanted them to be like, I don't know, I think it was a doctor, but they wanted to do theater, and their performance was 16 minutes long.
Well, they certainly made a performer, all right.
Wait, pardon?
I said that reminds me of somebody we know in our program.
I know, Logan, what did you say?
Oh, I just said, well, they certainly wanted to be a performer, all right.
Yeah, except it was just so fucking long. Like, my god, I remember.
Were they in air quotes friends with Wind and Gabby?
I don't know, actually.
Oh, I know who you're referring to. I don't know if it was that person, but I know who you're referring to.
No, it was. I think they were friends with that. Oh god, I don't remember names that well, but it was like these two girls that were kind of on like the offset of people. It was the girl that this person was friends with. ended up getting like chosen for the Fringe Festival because she could sing really well. If that puts it into perspective for you guys.
Was she Filipino?
Yeah. Well, that wasn't the person who was performing. That was the person they were friends with.
Oh, okay.
You know who yeah. Anyway, their name starts with an R. I'm sure you can draw a conclusion.
Them. Okay.
Yes, them. But theirs took forever, and we actually almost went overtime, and not everyone would have been able to do their performances because it was so long.
We could
and
refer
that
to her
was
as the
really...
ringmaster.
That's true.
Oh, yes. Okay, now I'm with you. I remember now. Yeah.
Yes. I remember this now. Also, remember the frog thing?
Frog thing.
I had to be a frog.
Oh yeah.
There was another one in that very same class.
Yeah.
As the object one.
Ensemble class was weird.
And kind of being French.
No! We were actual frogs! Like actual...
I'm not disagreeing here.
Actual hippity-hoppity...
Don't censor that. Don't even censor the word frogs anymore.
I'm not going to. I thought your French joke was very classy.
Thank you.
Anyway, I don't know if anything else interesting happened other than, like, that one girl that got upset a lot and then told me I looked like a hentai character.
Oh,
As
that
you do.
one.
That's
Well, if you, because was it the very small one?
Yes.
That one was in my cohort. Let me tell you that.
Yeah, you got that one.
Can I just say, at what point do you become so deprived that that's your basis for how you describe somebody?
To be fair, the reason why they told me that, the reason why they told me that was me and they were very religious and they would comment on my dress often and how it was either not modest or they would point and exaggerate if I wore pentagram jewelry and stuff. So just to kind of get a little clap back because it was pissing me off, I grabbed the like most revealing pentagram clad outfit I could, thinking that they would like not talk to me anymore because clearly I was a devil worshiper, and it backfired because then they asked me if I was single.
Didn't you write the like the tenets of Satanism or something on the board?
I did.
Like, wasn't that what you were doing that one time I was filming the first vlog?
No, that was different.
That was different?
That was different.
A different pentagram.
That was after.
That was the other pentagram.
But no, that was the day. That was the first day of December. I know that because that's when we got headshots done.
A lot of people got headshots done. I never received mine.
Oh no!
Oh, I received mine.
You got it done though.
And that's what's important. We know the picture's somewhere. It's just not where it should be.
She got paid to take the picture. I'm just saying.
Yeah. I don't know what you want me to do. We took the damn thing.
That was after my brief dabble in polyamory.
I thought you were gonna say Polyev for some reason.
My brief dabble.
I mean, I don't trust Polyev is polyamorous. Maybe he is. Good for him. I don't know.
Never trust someone named Pierre. That's a French name.
No.
Well, now you have to apologize to Fiona because Pierre Trudeau is her favorite prime minister.
I love Pierre Trudeau.
I have birthday cards from Pierre Polyev.
That's interesting.
Fiona, you would have loved 1979. Polyev, sorry. Pierre Trudeau is a wonderful narcissist in that play.
But the headshots were after the weird polyamory thing ended because it was bad.
And there you go.
We're really good at storytelling here.
You're
to be fair,
with your polycule.
To be fair, I wouldn't have. I'm mildly upset at people because no one told me how bad of a person this person was, and they just kind of let me hang out with them. And then afterwards, they're like, "Oh no, this person was really bad, and they did all these shitty things." It's like, and no one thought to tell me.
I thought
It's like,
that
oh, we
could be
thought you
used.
knew. It's like, no, I wouldn't have hung out with them.
I thought that
Fiona
would make
is
you
not
like 'em
very
more.
good at reading people at that point in time.
Well, no, everyone who had issues with them was in the other cohort. So how the fuck was I supposed to know? I would have liked to have known, though. That'd have been great. I'm mildly disgusted with myself that I hung out with this person now because no one told me.
It doesn't even sound to me like Fiona not being able to pick people. It just sounds like the entire program was just lightning in a bottle for the most chaotic fuckers.
Yeah, it was.
it was.
It was insane.
It had the very best of us and the very worst of us.
Exactly.
We had some colorful characters in the performing arts program. We had random white guy who did voodoo, because that's definitely not cultural appropriation. We had Navy Boy, we had Tiny One, we had too much crap going on.
And Jeff.
And Jeff.
My name is Jeff.
And funny enough, that X, because I have two X's, there's College X1 and College X2. College X1 tried to
That
make...
sounds like
they
a
made
sick code name for like a rocket ship or something.
College X1. But College X1 actually tried to... College X1 made up fake cheating allegations that and got the compulsive liar of the program to be in on it and say that, oh, we saw College X2 at the mall with this person and they had no screenshots, no photos, no evidence. They just told me at like midnight, and then when I was freaking out, College X1 was like, you can't get mad at me. I'm just telling you what's going on. It's like, yeah, I'm allowed to be mad at you. You've just kind of told me something that could be really fucked up. And then I learned later from the compulsive liar person, oh yeah, no, that was made up. That was entirely fabricated. They were mad that you were dating someone else so soon after that they had broken up with you. And it's like, oh, that's great. That sucked, man. That was horrible.
Do we have any positive stories we could talk about?
I think we have plenty positive stories. It's just because performing arts was not a positive place.
Yeah, I went to college to cause nary a problem with nobody. The end.
Logan, do you have any happy stories?
I mean, I do. I really got to tell the one about the one tiny girl you're referring to.
Oh,
Yes.
yes.
Just because we glossed over that, and there's some details we really ought not to gloss over.
Yes.
Because I was in her cohort. I really don't want to protect her anonymity, not through everything that she's done.
Melissa.
That one isn't online though, I don't think.
Yeah.
Oh no, unless you're referring to Melissa, but Melissa's actually good. We love Melissa.
I wasn't
No,
referring to
that we
Melissa
have-
at all.
No, Brendan said
but
Melissa. Brendan said Melissa, not knowing that was actually a person in our program.
Yeah.
I'm
If we're
referring to Jenny.
If we're talking positive experiences, we'll put a pin in Melissa.
Brendan,
we love
you should
Melissa.
stop saying names because there was a Jenny and she was very good too.
Yeah, we'll also put another pin in that. So keep saying names because those are the positive experiences. But no, this one, the we'll call her Antoinette because she does have an online presence. Yeah, let's call her Antoinette. Antoinette was something different. She, I believe at the time, was 20 years old, but
She was.
carried
was-
herself and acted like she couldn't have been any more than 9 years old.
Didn't she touch
Yes.
a minor?
We'll get
Yes.
there. We will get there. We will get there. This is what I'm saying. We
We
can't
gotta
gloss
fully
over these
commit to
things.
the
Fuck,
bit.
why is there always one of those in any
But yeah,
college?
there it
shows?
is. So like we'll get there. And she would break down and scream and cry at the slightest things. There was one time where it's early in the program and Hannah gives out instructions for a homework assignment. Wasn't due today. And like there was a due date, but it was one of those homework assignments where it's like do it whenever, you know? And she gives out instructions day after, and this girl freaks the hell out. She is screaming, crying, throwing herself all around the black box. It was one of those things where the walls in the black box are very thick for the most part. They're right next to the band, so we hear them whenever they're drumming. But for the most part, they're very thick walls. And Mia and Melissa are on her laptops in that little room outside of the black box, and we can hear everything going on. And so Terry comes in, and I'm like, "Hi, Terry!" And I pull her in for a hug, and I whisper in her ear, "It's like, yeah, Antoinette is freaking the hell out in there." Yeah, so that just happened. And there are other things too where it's like, what's going on with you? What's going on at home? Because we're talking about hanging out one time, and she's like, "Oh, can I come? Can I come?" And it's like, first of all, don't invite yourself. But also, one of the things she says is like, "Oh, is there going to be soda there? My mom doesn't allow me to drink soda." You're 20 years old. You're 20 years old, and what do you mean your mom doesn't allow you to drink soda? What's going on at home? Who are you? I'm focusing on very minor things, but I really gotta Oh, that's good. Very bad, but that's good.
We were in class the day that she was removed from the program. In fact, she ran into the class while we were doing an exercise. We were doing improv. She runs in crying, grabs her stuff from the black box room, and ran out. And that was the last we ever saw of her.
You know what? And you know what? I was on the other side of that, so I'll tell you exactly what happened that day. Because again, this is a saga. I know, much like her, as you said, Patrick, I'm focusing on the very minor stuff. But this builds up. Yeah. So, just give you a bit of a taste of who she was, and then we go into digital practicum with Kevin. And
Kevin!
We love Kevin. He's the GOAT. He runs Digi60. Still runs it, eh?
He's retired now.
Okay. But he's the guy. We love Kevin, and Kevin is one of the chillest professors around. Like, I think we can all agree.
That was true.
Yeah. And so we're up there, and we're supposed to give our, just as, like, again, one of those introductory assignments of, it's like, no pressure, no stakes, whatever. This is just a thing you do to be like, all right, so this is the law of the land. Is you go up and you give pretty much like a slides presentation on a movie. You show a scene from a movie, you break it down, and you just talk to us about what you like about it. It's not a hard assignment, and it's what most people want to do in their free time anyways. And Antoinette, the whole time, again, she has an online presence. She has her own YouTube channel. She does this stuff. And she's always saying, it's like, am I doing okay? Am I all right, Professor? Am I what? And it's like, I'm not trying to get down on this girl for being anxious. That's not what I'm saying at all. But it's just the fact that she's just obnoxiously, like, trying to defer to authority. And Kevin's like, you're good. Just go. And when there was, like, a minor, like, technical difficulty, because this stuff just happens, video's not loading, she's freaking the hell out, and she's like, Professor, I don't know what's going on, I want to go home. Okay, girl. And so eventually, some friends go out, smoke weed, right? And also to pet a dog, right? Now, Antoinette, who always invites herself to try and get her to stay away, but also still technically the truth, they're like, no, we're smoking weed. You don't want to be next to Antoinette. And so Antoinette's like, oh, all right, bet. And this is during a break in class. So I'm just playing Civilization on my laptop. Kevin's coming up to me. We're making small talk. Even Kevin's looking over, he's like, so that's what you're doing in class. We're having a good laugh over that.
Nice.
Yeah.
And
so,
to be specific, by the way.
Thank you for remembering. This is why I love you.
6.
My laptop can't run 6. What kind of money do you think I have? Anyways, eventually, Antoinette notices that there is a dog outside, and so she feels lied to, and so she's freaking out, and she runs outside of the class doing this annoying like while running. And so me and Kevin were just looking at each other like, oh, okay, yeah, that was weird. And like everything's fine for a moment, you know, there's silence, there's peace in the land, all that.
Yes.
And then me and Kevin hear her war cry from down the hallway and lock eyes, and we're like, okay, what's going on?
This is the war cry.
Yeah. No,
Frightening.
her war cry was that weird, just like she does while running, and she bursts into class, starts screaming at them, "Oh, you guys lied to me! There was a dog!" And it's like, girl, what are you going on about? And she starts saying, "It's like, I hope you guys die of your weed addiction."
Well, that's funny because I don't think you can. You could imbibe everything in a weed shop, and I think it would be horrible. I
It
don't
was
think
just
it could kill you.
no.
You will lose your
Funny
teeth
thing to say,
before you
though.
die.
That would be really funny as a way to wish someone dead, though.
Oh, yeah.
I hope you smoke so much weed you die.
It's like,
You know what?
thanks, man.
We're gonna smoke every single
Fucking-
one of these marijuana cigarettes together.
Yeah, basically. It was just such a bizarre experience.
trap her in
And
the
so
hot
then
box.
after that, Kevin doesn't really boot her out per se, but just very much insists, yeah, you ought to go home. And so that sucks. And it's like even like ask Kevin like after class, I'm like, has that ever happened in class years before? He's like, never. I've never dealt with a student like this. So now finally, for what happened in that improv class, because remember, we're in two different cohorts, so there's always two classes going on, and essentially we swap them. So when they're doing improv and clownery and all that, we're doing
Mhm.
digital practicum with Kevin. So what happens is there's another technical difficulty. Antoinette cannot enter into
Bright space.
into bright space, and so she's freaking the hell out. Anyone else would have been like, oh, technical difficulties, somebody goofed at bright space.
Was this
whatever.
the time? Was this the time security got called?
Yes, this is it. So anybody else would have been like, oh, whatever, but of course she's freaking the hell out, and then security gets called. And I don't know if security was called because of this or if it just so happened to coincide with this, but the reason that Antoinette couldn't enter into her Brightspace account is because she was expelled from Algonquin College because she groped a minor.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's how it got found out.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's how it got found out. And so, like, Kevin had everybody leave the class just because it's like, what the hell is going on? And yeah, that's
Yeah.
what happened. That's why she burst into the class crying and everything, because she got expelled from Algonquin College that day. Expelled. And even when we got back into class, Kevin was like, let's just take a breather, folks. It's been a long day.
Yeah. And that was around the time that the other person kind of left the program. I will tell that story very briefly, and then we can move on to brighter things.
Brighter greener
Um,
pastures.
Brighter Greener Pastures. There was this guy in the program that took a bit of a weird liking to me, as many people have in my life. It's a weird thing that happens when you're conventionally attractive. I don't like it. Go figure. This guy attached to me day one. He hung out with me, invited me to play pool with some guys. Mercy was there, and Mercy, they are a gem, and Mercy,
love
if you're
Mercy.
watching this, you're amazing. But
Sending
anyway, this
digital
guy,
loves.
not Mercy, but this guy, Donald Trump hair, I will call him because that's what his hair looked like. Donald, he invites me back to his house to play Smash Bros.
Oh,
And
no.
I, being 18 and stupid, took him literally.
Oh,
Yeah,
I
well, he
remember
was
this.
actually just inviting you to smash.
Yeah, with the bros. With the bros.
With the
And
bros.
and the funny thing is I kind of knew what was going on, but I genuinely just thought he was being nice to me. But then when I got there, I'm like, oh no, I think I might have fucked up. So I start talking about gay things so that way he'll get turned off and not want to
Strike
talk
one.
to me anymore. And one of the other guys that came over to hang out, thank God for this guy, because he was the best boy. He was amazing, and he pretty much saved me in that context. Because if he didn't come over, I don't know what would have happened to me. But this guy was really upset that I wasn't into men, and so even though he knew that fact, he still hung around me and would like talk to me day in day out. And there was this one moment where we were talking about the fact that Compulsive Liar was really, really into the very wholesome boy that I mentioned earlier. And apparently, there was like a brief moment where they were mad at me because they thought I was into this guy as well. And I said, well, no, I'm not. Like, I'm really not into guys like that, even though he was a really nice guy. He was, in the words of Hades, he's a guy. But anyway, and then Donald decides to say, yeah, but I mean, Fiona's like objectively the hottest girl in the program. Am I right, guys? And Patrick was there to witness this. I don't know if you
I
remember.
don't even remember that. I was probably
You were.
I was
you were
probably
probably-
half asleep because, like, at the time I had a job where I would work
Yeah.
from 4 till midnight.
Whoa. Guys, can we cool it with a J slur?
Anyway,
I still have a job.
Any-
I
anyway,
don't.
so as I was saying, so this guy was just kind of strange, and at one point he wanted to throw a Halloween party, and he was trying to get it set up.
That's
However,
right.
he got COVID. And this was in 2022 when restrictions were still kind of a thing.
Mhm.
Like you didn't have to wear a mask, but you probably should, was essentially the census. If it puts it into context, I got COVID in the beginning of 2023. So it was still very much a thing, but not as big of a threat as it used to be. And so because he got COVID, obviously we were like, okay, we probably should not go over to this guy's house. Let's plan a party at another classmate's house who was a little bit more reliable. However, we didn't tell him this because we didn't fucking care. And also, he was kind of flaky with the plan anyway. So we were just like, okay, we're going to go to this person's house. Now, I decided to be a bit of a sneaky bastard, and I did this kind of intentionally, but I texted the group chat that we used to have, and it was like, hey, so classmate, when is your party gonna be at? And then Donald comes in and is like, what the fuck do you mean? We're having a party somewhere else. And we're like, yeah, you got COVID. We're not gonna come over to your house, dude. And he got so mad. And he started going off on everyone. And Wholesome Boy had to be like, Donald, stop it. You were flaky and you got COVID. We're not coming to your house. You need to calm down. And he just got so mad. And this is when we started not giving a shit about him and we started talking crap about him. And then he got really mad because we were talking crap about him. And he would and he got so mad at us. And one time I called him out and he got so mad. He just started cussing me out in the group chat. And another person had to defend me because he was so rude. But he eventually just ended up disappearing from the face of the earth after a really horrible singing performance where he sang Golden Hour and Glimpse of Us really badly. And he ended up just failing because he missed so many classes because he just didn't show up. And the one thing that I will always remember from performing arts before we segue into the other programs is at the very end of the year, we had a party and we had a karaoke machine. And I was able to wrestle the microphone away from the people that were hogging it for long enough to sing Glimpse of Us. And I have that video, and that moment I will always remember. This was the end of the year when everyone pretty much fucking hated each other. No one wanted to be around anyone. But in that very brief 3 minutes where I sang Glimpse of Us, there was this great unification of all of us for our deep-seated hatred of this one guy. And we all sang it in unison, and it was so beautiful. And then most of us never spoke to each other again.
But at least you gave it a Saturday cartoon ending.
I did, and then I think most of us took a year off to just do random shit. I hung
No,
out
I
with.
went right into script writing.
Oh, you did. Oh, right. That's 2 years, isn't it? Or is it one?
Script writing was 1 year.
Oh, right. So Logan went into in 2023 to 2024. Logan went into script writing, and then I was in a gap year hanging out with people from college that I don't hang out with anymore. And Logan, do you have any stories from script writing? Because that's kind of the next part of the timeline.
Oh, do I ever? So I made a lot of good friends in script writing, many of whom I talk to and still actively hang out with to this day. In fact, one of them just had his, I think, 30-something birthday the other day.
Is this the one that's English prof now?
No. But is friends with that one. No, this is the one that shares a name with one of our boys.
Oh, Dylan.
Dylan, yeah. No, but I think the English prof, they were also at that party. I think, I don't know. I wasn't able to make it because of Fringe Fest.
Can I add something real quick before you?
Please go on.
I find it really funny that when you were in college, you found another love of your life named Dylan, and then when Dylan went off to school, he found another love of his life named Logan.
And okay, so when you talk about this, there is a conversation I remember you having with not our Dylan, but script writing Dylan, which kills me because I remember we had just one of our voice actors for Hot House, and so you're talking with Dylan, and it got to a point in the conversation where he said something to Dylan where it's like, well, at least he doesn't ask to smell your farts, and Dylan's like, but he does ask that. So I'm glad that if nothing else, I'm glad that if nothing else, my legacy will be like, yeah, he asked to smell her farts.
That's what it will say on your gravestone, by the way.
Including the yeah and the 3 dots.
Yeah, he did. Your Honor, he did ask to smell our farts, to be fair. But yeah, stories from script writing. Well, if we want, just because they seem to be rather popular, if we want stories of malcontents, our malcontent, let's call him Lars, because that's what he is signed, like by his own admission, his self-insert in one of his scripts as. So we're gonna call him Lars. Lars was weird. Lars was, to put it lightly, a chud. He was a chud. And
I know this one that you're talking about.
You know this one, yeah. And he looked like a Quentin Tarantino test tube baby. Mm-hmm. And this guy,
oh my god,
he's got acknowledged that
he
was
like Quentin Tarantino without the money.
Basically, which just means you're a bad person.
Did he also say the N-word and ask to see people's feet?
I haven't personally witnessed that myself, but
instead of Salma Hayek, his obsession was with Billie Eilish.
Yes,
oh, no.
yes. And see, that's the thing, it's like you say that is that I can't say I personally witnessed that, but I would not be surprised if that came out tomorrow that he did those things. But yeah, this guy, we'll call him Lars. Yeah. Oh my word, Lars, he was something different. He was a real creep. But the thing that got me was that one time in class, and this was like real early in the program, he is just making conversation with me, and at this time, I don't really know this guy. So I'm being friendly, I'm giving him the benefit of the doubt, and he's telling me about the script idea he has, the Adam of Eves, where the whole thing with it is that it's one of those Twilight Zone Last Man on Earth sort of plots.
No.
Oh,
and his self-insert, of which we're naming him after Lars. That's the thing. He's the last man on Earth, and you guys already know. Yeah, he has to bang all the other women. And if this was written as like a parody script, it would be funny as hell. But it wasn't. He meant this script genuinely because he shared in our class Discord for a place where it's like, yeah, you share your scripts, do your things, because it's like, I encouraged him because I thought that this guy was joking when he was pitching this to me. It's like, how could I think that giving him the benefit of the doubt? How could I think this guy's being genuine? So I'm like, oh yeah, show it to the class. It'll be funny. It'll be a hoot and holler. And like, oh, it's real. And when he said he wrote a feature, 200 pages of just the most ridiculous things. Where and see, this is what I'm saying. Where I say like, if this had been a parody, it would have been funny as hell. But it's the fact that it's just straight laced. That it's like, this is just weird and obnoxious, because some of the things in it is like, this guy Lars, he has a crush on this girl, but this girl doesn't. This girl doesn't. Doesn't reciprocate. And you want to know why? You want to know a very personal reason why? She's a lesbian.
Yeah, yes.
Which just means that it's naturally her fault, and that she's, a this, that,
It's
the other thing.
no. What it is essentially, there would never be any other reason that a woman would. This is like Onision levels
That's
of.
it.
Yeah.
This is. Did you go to school with Onision?
Okay.
What
Here's
is it
how
with-
I could fix this plot. Let me tell you how I would fix this plot.
Yeah.
All men are dead. We young Frankenstein it and build new ones.
We can rebuild them.
We have the
And it's
technology
young Frankenstein coming of age story.
coming.
With his many lesbian moms.
Exactly.
Yeah, no. So it's like this guy. Like there's just this whole thing of Lars being, and this is before all men except for Lars disappears, of Lars being betrayed by women because they're lesbians, and stuff like that. Where it's like, there's a scene in this feature where Lars has a nightmare of being held down by lesbians and stabbed with a rusted rainbow knife. Like, come on!
What is it with these fucking low tier fucking red pilled incels and writing The Handmaid's Tale but garbage?
Listen,
Yeah, eh?
that imagery would go hard on a pride shirt though.
It would.
Yeah,
It would.
we need to get that in the. Okay.
See, that's what I'm
listen.
saying. It's like, had this been a parody, it's
Let's,
like, okay, that
Let's
is
get
some
Kirby
queer iconography
to,
right there.
Paint it, and we'll put it. We'll sell it on a shirt.
I think that's literally the plot to Space King, if I'm not mistaken.
So
That sounds awesome. If
when-
you don't write it the way he's writing it.
when all men disappear, and he's the only one left, right? The world now entirely ran by women come to find him and marvel, and it's like, whoa, he's the last man on Earth. So naturally,
they
we
did.
got to get this man to get busy. And it's weird. I don't know why. I mean, I kind of know why. I suspect I know why.
I
but
think
it-
someone needed to write some
I have a
fanfiction.
pretty good
'cause
idea
He
why.
wasn't getting
no,
laid.
what I'm going to bring up, sorry, I have this thing of giving my opinion before the subject.
Mhm.
Yeah, so one reoccurring world leader that the guy's always talking to is the Prime Minister of Israel. So,
Oh no.
just let that hang in the air.
Netanyahu is in the gay lesbian apocalypse
Well, no,
world.
Because Big Yahoo can't exist right now. He's a man, so it's just, I guess, Big Yahoo. but
Trans
woman.
Netanyahu?
He's the god emperor, Netanyahu.
Oh, actually, hold on.
What?
Ooh, you bring up somebody's you bring up somebody's trans. Okay.
Oh no.
Yeah,
That's not how I want to hear a lead.
Well. So here's the thing. Since you ain't seen nothing yet in this script, since Lars the last man on Earth, the Prime Minister of Israel, is sitting down and saying, "Okay, we need you to have sex," and gives all these, all these. See, this is where it's like, this isn't funny anymore, and even like a Schadenfreude way, this is just disgusting. Because
It's just Onision.
well, because they of the women that they bring out for Lars to bang, it's not even fictional women. It's all of real life Lars's celebrity crushes. And it's like, this is just disgusting, guys. These are real people.
Oh no.
Yeah, and so of course Billie Eilish is on it as Patrick said earlier. That because of course that's it's I'm sorry I just this guy.
I feel like
Anyways.
Billy in this apocalypse would have fucking shot this man by now.
to show you how awful Lars is as a person. Lars, real life Lars, not Lars in this feature. In the movie, of all the people they say, like, here's your selection of concubines, one of them is Elliot Page.
Oh no.
And then
No.
yeah. And then Lars is like, Elliot Page, don't you mean? And then they're like, yeah, no, it's Elliot now. And the intended reaction was like, Elliot Page. But no, I'm just saying, like, what the hell's wrong with you, guy? Why would you do that?
Dude.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
I get
Also
to be
the-
Perseus now.
Also, the funny thing is about that whole Last Man on Earth thing. The funny thing is you can tell it's written by a guy, because you know how that would 100% go down if that was real? That guy would not just get to, quote unquote, have sex with those women. No, he would be taken to a facility, and he would be strapped into a machine.
Put him on the
100%.
machine.
He would just be a sperm bank. Not to be weird, but that's literally just how it would go. They would not be mystified. They would not be like, oh, you gotta have sex with them all, because that's physically impossible for one man to do.
Oh, you're the only man on Earth? Have fun being our brood mother.
Exactly. Exactly. That's the thing, and that's how you know when guys write apocalypse movies about that stuff. They don't realize how it would fucking go. It's like, that's not... It's literally like the fucking Futurama. It's like, die by snoo. That's what's gonna happen to you, buddy.
I was gonna make that joke too. I am so proud of you.
He didn't consider the logistics. And in any post-apocalyptic novel that wants to take itself seriously, sometimes you have to, prevent people from fully disbelieving it. There's a certain amount you can dispel your disbelief for like a certain setting, but this is just kind of you do it in the worst possible manner because you think it's hot.
Yeah.
And the only people who are going to really engage with this are people who are probably just going to pirate your stuff anyway because they're broke and live in the.
I mean, as I'm reading this, it's
Exactly.
like, this is, when I showed this to my buddy Braden, he put it best where it's like, does this guy not know he can just jerk off? Because
Exactly.
like, as I'm reading this, like, for example, the sex scenes, I mean,
You wrote that?
you could just tell that it's like this guy was writing it with one hand.
Yeah.
And it's probably not even like that appealing to anyone other than guys who don't really know how it works.
Well, no, because like he's just writing it for himself. There's a difference between like portraying like depravity and like these like very dark themes or just uncomfortable themes and just I want to fuck every celebrity on this list. I'm gonna write a 200-page thesis about how I fucked everybody. Like literally, porn artists I respect more because they at least draw shit.
Calling back to last week, there's actually AI porn now, so.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, never mind.
So-
No longer.
I could continue to go on and on about this this story, but like I'm sure you guys get. Oh, another thing too. I'm sorry. That I really gotta say too. One of the positive influences, one of the positive characters in this story is Lars's grandfather. And Lars's grandfather is explicitly homophobic. He says it's like, oh, back in my day when we were gay, we would keep that to ourselves and all that. And it's never said. But Lars's grandfather fought in a big war, and he's German, so like, he's a Nazi, and we're just okay with that. It's relevant to the plot, but not in a way where we're like, that's bad or that's complicated.
So how is this compatible then? If he's talking to like the Israeli prime minister?
I was just about to ask that. Like, why is he talking to Netanyahu if his grandfather was a Nazi?
Man, I don't know, but I guess
Wait, well, actually, it makes too much sense now.
Yeah. But anyways, yeah, let's step away from the Adam of Eves. That's what this is called. I'm sure I've said it before, but I gotta reiterate, like, that's the script's name, the Adam of Eves. And yeah, so he sends it to the group chat, and everybody's rightfully like, this is disgusting. Not in the group chat, but we just talk about it, like, with ourselves in the class. And he must have caught wind of that because he deletes it from the Discord server.
To shame.
But despite that, because he brags about having written an entire feature film. So it irks me because it's like you'll brag about having written this, but when it comes to put up or shut up, you won't actually show what you've written. You just want to be able to say it's like, oh, I've written a feature.
He'd rather not.
I've written
And
200
so
pages.
there's one day where that particularly irks me because he's sitting right behind me and he's talking to a friend of ours. And he's going on his whole thing again. It's like, oh, I've written a feature. I'm just that guy, blah, blah, blah. And to the girl he's talking to, real innocent, real sweet person, I interject in the conversation. I'm like, oh, yeah, the Adam of Eves. I've read that. Don't worry, I'll send it to you. It speaks for itself. You gotta read this. Don't you worry, Lars. I can send it. And this is during Hot House. So later during Hot House, I get informed that he said he added in that class Discord, he added both me and the person I sent it to, saying it's like, hey, just forget I talked about the script, just delete it, specifically using the word delete all evidence. As if you couldn't present yourself as any more suspicious than you already are. So since I'm informed of this by a buddy of mine, I remember even saying to them, well, it's like I've got that Hot House and I haven't checked my phone, so really like I didn't see the message, so how could I possibly known of this? And then when I get home, I respond to that message and I say to Lars, you've made a lot of scripts throughout the years, throughout your time here in this program. Could you potentially be talking about this one? And I gave a link to the PDF for the Adam of Eves.
Oh my god.
In the class Discord. Unfortunately, our class representative removed that out of fear of causing drama and just also worrying that this guy's a sociopath who would stab me. Because that's another thing. He had a knife on him that he would show off in class. Which I'm pretty sure is just illegal. Also, he showed off the fact that he had Trump's Art of the Deal on his person.
It's a really great book. You should read it.
Yeah. I'm sure that's what he thought. Yeah, he ran for the New Blues, by the way, in Barhaven during the election. So.
Oh. Wow.
Yeah.
Fella.
What a
anyway, so that's
fascinating
our
tale.
class malcontent.
Patrick, did you have any malcontents? Because in radio we had many.
Because I know this one doesn't have an online presence at all. At least I believe that's what their name is.
Well, that's what Logan was talking about earlier.
Well, I could just have them mixed in.
Well, Logan was referring to them as Antoinette, so.
Yeah, I couldn't remember that first person's name, so how am I supposed to expect the second person who's exactly the same?
We can censor that in post.
Yes.
Anyway, Antoinette, as we were talking about.
I'll call her Antoinette too, because they're not the same person.
Oh, yes. Antoinette the Second.
Yes. Hopefully.
Mary.
What was I going to say? Oh, yes. She was a very, very tiny person as well, with very loud voice. Goes into a music media and film foundation course and expects to only learn one of the things and is up in arms about how they have to have online culture and blah, 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 and social media, blah, blah, blah. It's like, well, if you didn't want to learn this stuff, you didn't have to take the course.
What are you doing here?
Yeah, exactly. Anyway, they caused a lot of controversy throughout the entire year. Like, they stayed for both semesters.
Mm-hmm.
And put minimal effort into everything.
Mm-hmm.
Even the music.
Oof.
Oh, do they leave any behind? Any gold, like, bad ones that you still have?
No, because they don't have an online presence.
Oh yeah. Well, why are you in music program?
That was
Like,
the
I
whole
know
thing.
that's-
It's like In order to be successful in the music industry now, the internet is required.
I mean, I get that's kind of rich coming from me going into radio, but like, if you're not like doing something, then why even? I don't post on like Instagram. I'll make videos. I'll make content. At least I'm doing something with the stuff I've learned.
Well, but to be fair, you're doing right now the second thing that's part of that program called podcasting.
Exactly, radio
Yeah.
and podcasting.
Of course,
I
we don't
gotta
have a
walk
fancy
away
room
for
like
comedic
theirs,
effect.
What?
I walk away for the comedic Doppler / reverb effect.
but I do enjoy that. I really enjoy that in post.
Good. I'll keep doing it.
So, are there any other stories, or is it just that?
No, honestly, as much I liked a lot of the professors in it, but it was kind of a meh kind of program. Like it was a
Yeah.
if you already knew a lot about this stuff, you really didn't need to. But I kept taking it anyway because it was more networking for me than it was
Yeah.
education.
Yeah. So I guess with that and underway, we'll move on to radio, which is where I met Brendan and Will. And Will was the first person, one of the first people that I met. And we were in the same cohort. And then Brendan was in a different cohort with some other people.
I wouldn't even say I was in a cohort. One thing you got to know about me is very likely, if we are friends, it happened via circumstance. We just brushed into each other enough times that we talk enough.
Well, it was because we were kind of when I met Brendan, it was because Brendan was friends with someone who I won't name, but for lack of a better term, we will call them Shadow the Hedgehog. And
yes.
Well, that's just a dead ringer. But okay.
They don't watch this fucking channel, so they're not gonna know. And Shadow the fucking Hedgehog was really good friends with Brendan, and they talked about them all the time. And so after a while, they're like, "This is Brendan." And I'm like, "Hi, Brendan," and I smelled his hair.
This is Brendan.
No, you showed me the creepy fanfic, and then you smelled my hair, and then you said, "Oh, this is Brendan." Oh, Colonel, what the fuck?
Anyway, so Will and I were in the same group, so we hung out together a lot because I had no friends. And Will would talk to me and not make me feel like a shitty human being all the time. And one of the few classes where things were not normal was good old local gov. Now,
I remember that.
Brendan got a really good teacher for local gov. Yours was
I wouldn't even say that. We got
you got Chamonix, right?
Yeah, we got Chamonix. I'm
Chamonix was great, but you could comprehend her, right? She could you could talk and you could understand what she was saying.
I could comprehend her when she wasn't going off on tangents about which person of government was on Grindr or which person of government was on a Hinge or which.
Okay, but that would have been a lot more fun than the fucking fuck-ass teacher that Will and I got.
It was very fun.
Because our professor was very weird. And immediately we had to establish a government. And he elected us. And I got elected president for some reason. I didn't want to be choice. I didn't ask to be president. He just chose. And then we had another election. So, but it was going to be groups of people, so I thought, okay, I can finally stop being president. No, fucking Will nominates me to be president again!
No, I nominated... you can't nominate yourself, listen, we were...
you nominated me!
I did.
From now on, you are Fiona.
We nominate ourselves, Fiona.
To be fair, I was also in this group, so it was easier for me to just, make sure... Yeah, we're just gonna not do anything major because I would just want to do the work and go home.
Yeah, it was a stupid fucking
we
class.
just kind of made the changes of okay, this is with question periods for anything, and then pretty much everyone in the class has the same ability to do what they need to do. And the only reason that we have a governing body is to make sure that everyone can at least communicate. Because
Yep.
I'm in a communication field, so I have
Yep.
strong feelings on that ability to do so.
Our group wasn't even anything interesting. We got elected, and the thing was, it was me and Will doing all the work, and there was this one guy, and then this couple that would just make out the entire time, and we're like, okay, I guess we're doing all the work, drawing Iron
Yeah, pretty
Maidens
much.
and shit.
No,
Oh.
that was funny.
Yeah,
Okay,
just
no,
really
I'm really happy with our flag for the government. It's an Iron Maiden, and the words "Don't break the law."
I think the dynamic
That would
Gus
work
set out
better,
is,
though.
Hold
is
on.
pretty accurate for the government functions.
Could your national anthem have been "Breaking the Law, Breaking the Law"?
Breaking the law.
No, we don't want to advocate for that. Don't break the law. We'll put you in the Iron Maiden.
Don't break the law. Don't break the law.
Now, the funniest thing about this one class was, for the end of the year, I got all of my professors those really comically large Toblerones, okay?
Nice.
And every other professor was like, oh my god, Fiona, thank you so much for this very wonderful gift. I very much appreciate it. I'm going to eat this today. It's going to be so good. And, like, I was very normal. I try and give this fucking chocolate bar to this man. And he's like, well, the thing is, I can't accept gifts because one time in college, I hung out with this professor,
Oh, shut
and
up, guy.
I would smoke cigarettes with him, and then one day I tried to give him something, and he thought I was weird, and I'm like, what the fuck are you even saying, sir?
You don't
Is
deserve
this
this
like-
Toblerone.
Literally,
So-
he just wouldn't take it, so I'm like, okay, I guess I have to eat this fuck-ass Toblerone now, because, okay.
He looked up at you and he said, "I would have preferred a job." That's an Iron Maiden song for anybody who's not informed. I'm
Okay,
late to the joke.
because you cut out halfway through, and I
Break
was
the law
really
is Judas
confused.
Priest, I'm pretty sure.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that.
Anyway.
I don't know. I just listen to music.
That's
And so I don't
That's just
know.
beautiful vibes.
I don't know if there's any other interesting. I have interesting
No,
stories. I just don't know which ones are interesting enough to tell. Other than the fact that I did scare acting while in college for the first year, and that was a very interesting.
Oh yeah, you
experience.
did that with
Wonders.
someone who injured themselves, I believe.
I got pneumonia.
Well, I'm
The
not going to
other
say
person,
of course.
the
but-
other person got injured and was gonna go into work the next day.
I don't
when
think they could legally
when-
allow them to do
When
that.
they had a concussion, yeah, they don't listen to people. They're one of those people that will suffer and then talk about how much they suffer and expect you to feel bad for them when it is their fault that they are suffering.
That's when you don't and move on with your life.
Yeah,
Suffer,
but
I hardly know
unfortunately,
her.
much like
Wow.
much like Navy Boy, this person latched themselves onto me and wouldn't let go. It happens weirdly enough, so very often.
If I had
And-
a nickel.
Yeah,
And
yeah,
have
essentially.
several.
And I think for the beginning, it wasn't until second semester that things got particularly weird, because that's when me and Brendan started dating, and nothing of particular interest happened other than we kind of ditched Navy Boy, but not Navy Boy, but Navy Boy stand-in. I don't know, Hubble. We're naming that person Hubble. We ditched Hubble. And then Shadow the Hedgehog didn't want to be friends with me anymore, but that's really neither here nor there. But this other character came into the fray named Guy, because I don't really know what else to call him. Brendan will, Mr. BB. I don't
Okay,
want to say
so
his name.
we could cut Mr. Potato Head.
Potato
yeah,
Head.
that works.
Mr. Potato Head.
Yeah,
Well, didn't he? He came like partway through the first semester, did he not?
he did. He was from TV, and funny enough, when I was doing background acting during the interim of the 2 years, people from TV that graduated were on film sets, and when I would say, "Oh, I'm in radio," and they're like, "Is Mr. Potato Head in your class?" And I'm like, "Yeah, he in fact is." And they're like, "Oh my god, I'm so sorry." And they told me so many heinous things that this person did that got him practically ostracized. And it's so funny because in radio, he would talk about how, like, no one accepted him and they were all a bunch of little bitches. And then I heard the stories from the TV students and I'm like, oh no.
Oh,
This
he's just
is-
a bad guy.
Yeah, essentially. And this guy kind of just came into the class and really, I don't know how to describe it. Would you
Kind of just thought he was that shit.
Essentially, yeah. Will, Brendan, why don't you take over? Because I've been talking a lot, so.
Well, Will, you want to go?
No, Brendan, you can go first. You can go first.
No,
I
insist.
I insist.
No, trust me. I don't know, man. This guy did real bad things on the set of Toy Story to that Slinky. No, he just had like ego, like programmed into him to the point where it's like why even? Like, I get that.
You're not that guy, pal. You're not that guy.
Yeah, and the thing is, we were told like partway, like every now and again through the semester that like the radio DJs, like sometimes they are just that kind of a personality, that they're kind of this wild card who is like bombastic. It's like, yeah, but there's like bombastic and like crazy and just like, kind of just like not well adjusted, and then there's just being a dick. And this guy's just kind of a dick. I like genuinely just not fun. He thought he was hilarious too, and it's just, I'm waiting for a joke that isn't just extremely derogatory to like somebody. And the thing is, it's like I get like the thing with humor is somebody's got to be the brunt of a joke, but don't go for low hanging fruit every single time. It's oh, they're transgender. It's like fucking cool, man.
Wow, that sounds
There
like
were-
someone Fiona knew.
Basically, like that kind of a guy.
Yeah.
I barely even need to
Oh,
describe this guy
that's
because
the funny
everybody knows
thing.
somebody like him.
What's hilarious, what's absolutely hilarious, is that I clocked that Mr. Potato Head was very similar to boyfriend, fiance of former college friend. And I would do this thing. I wanted to test to see where this guy's morals were. And I would like tell stories to people about fiance of ex-college friend, and he would be like, oh, that guy's such an asshole. Oh, that guy's so creepy. And I'm like, interesting that you actually agree with me, because I thought you would have taken this guy's side, because you guys are disturbingly similar. The only difference is that what
The only
I got
difference
choked.
is you
Coughed
don't
up.
see him in front of you, so you don't have the frame of reference.
exactly.
It's hard for people to look at themselves and say, "Am I the asshole?"
It was the funny thing,
We the
where I would
beggars.
just. The funny thing about him is he would start fights where there weren't fights, essentially.
Oh, I remember. Oh, can I talk about the? Because we had a group Discord for the
Yes.
radio group. You already know where I'm going.
Oh yeah,
with this kind of a thing. Because so here's the thing, Mr. Potato Head. There were multiple people that went by the name Mr. Potato Head in that class. We had
There
a
were
Mr.
two
Potato
potato heads in this class.
Technically, there were three, but we won't
and
go
one
into detail on that
potato
one.
head.
Yeah,
We
the
won't go on that.
off-brand potato-
With a-
We had a
letter change.
Mrs. Potato Head. But anyway, they were the Discord group for the longest time, and somebody was talking to a different Mr. Potato Head. They were like engaging in a back and forth conversation, and the Mr. Potato Head, the bad one that we're talking about, I need to figure out a different name because this is going to get
Bum the
confusing.
Jack.
Anyway, so Mr. Potato Head saw that somebody was talking to somebody of a similar name and like being jovial and kind of like poking fun the way friends do,
What happened
and
was,
took it extremely personally.
for context, essentially, the moderator of our Discord, who was a year 2, was friends with the other potato head, and was like, and I think what happened was other potato head essentially made like a grammatical error, and
Yeah.
our mod said, ha, potato head not being able to spell correctly. basically referring to not Mr. Potato Head, the other Potato Head. And
While you tell
This-
this, I'm gonna look for the screenshots if I still have them.
oh my god, you have the screenshots?
Maybe.
But essentially
Go
what
ahead.
happens is Mr. Potato Head comes out swinging on Discord, going off on our mod, being like, you can't do that, like, I have a learning disability, that's really triggering and offensive, and our mod's like, I wasn't talking about you.
But I
was
do
talking
believe you have
about-
a learning disability, sir.
No,
Thank you
I'll
for the
be saying-
information.
Okay, but getting triggered as someone with
Thank you for confirming my suspicions.
is deeply ironic, I think.
Oh my god. Wait, okay, I have it. So yeah, so Potato Head number 1, also good for sweeps as you have the time.
Throw it
Moderator.
in the chat that's
I'll-
attached to this.
Oh yeah, shoot, hold on. It's gonna be a while to find it. I'm gonna just screenshot it again because it's way back in the photo line, but I'm just gonna read it before I send it. So after all that, Mr. Potato Head takes this misspelling, quote unquote misspelling, so personally. He says, "This is a Discord, not a school assignment. Go touch some grass. Also, you don't even know me. Maybe I have a learning disability." He didn't say he had a learning disability. He said, "Maybe I have a learning disability."
Maybe
So if
you
you
don't
don't like-
know. I'm not going to tell you.
So if you don't like being judged for what you have going on in your life, again, didn't bring that up, don't judge me, because I'm sure if I were to say something slick to you, you wouldn't be able to handle it and I'd get into trouble. So stay in your lane and stop being slick to someone when they haven't said nothing to you. And I immediately chime in, "Did you forget there's another Mr. Potato Head?" And then he left the Discord and never returned.
And then after, we were having a conversation about the program shutting down, and our mod made a joke that they're like, yeah, when I leave, I'm just gonna walk in there and say the F slur, because our mod really liked saying the F slur. They identified as gay, so they could technically do it.
It's
But
just
they-
weird.
Yeah, it was less reclaiming and more just, I like saying this funny word.
You just like being edgy for the sake of being edgy. Like, come on, guy.
Logan and I were
It's-
once called that when we were walking downtown.
Yeah, that's right. We were.
But
I call
anyway,
that
so
every day in my town.
that's because you play. Yeah, apparently, if you play Girls Go Games in Renfrew, you get called slurs.
Nobody knew that I played that, first of all. And second of all, that's not even what the website was called. Third of all, I did not ask you to say that out loud on the podcast. Patrick, edit that out. I mean, boss, edit that out, please, kindly. I love you.
Did you laugh at any of my jokes today?
Uh,
Genuinely?
Two of them.
Like I just did the
Genuinely?
second.
Genuinely?
Love her genuinely.
Anyway, so back to the point. So
Listen. Off-brand Mr. Potato Head.
Brand Mr. Potato Head was like, yeah, you're just gonna go in the back and say, ah! Like, insert slur, and he did the full slur, not just the 3 letters, the full F slur. And our mod is obviously like, hey man,
Hey man,
you're a
can you shut the
straight,
hell up?
you're a straight guy. Can you say that? And Mr. Potato was like, well, now I'm bisexual, so I can say it. And it's like, okay, dude,
I don't buy into that.
dude.
Ow.
Now
And
go
so,
over there and make out with that man.
Brendan,
So-
you didn't laugh genuinely.
Boss, it's so freaking good.
Okay, now
But
we might
anyway-
consider editing that out.
but anyway, what happened was, so anyway, then Mod and off-brand Mr. Potato Head start debating the logistics of saying the F slur, and I'm just kind of zoning out at this point, and I come back in with off-brand Potato Head packing up his shit and storming up, being like, well, at least you had the balls to say stuff this time, except for that time in the Discord when you insulted me and you were hiding behind your screen, and I, even though I didn't have to get involved, I'm like, dude, he wasn't talking about you. And then Potato Head tries to go, well, if he was, and I said he wasn't.
Okay, well,
Stop.
if he was.
Just stop. And then he left. And this guy has a lot of nerve to like get upset about people like saying slick stuff because like fun fact, unfortunately I lost one of my uncles recently. He was a really good guy, but in the last few years of his life he was really struggling with addiction. No, it was really not fun. And I was talking to some people about addiction and like the closing of safe injection sites because that was a thing that was on the table. And this Mr. Potato Head just says, you know what I think we should do? Honestly, I think we should just lace drugs with heroin and just give it to all the addicts and they can all die. Because they're just a waste of space. And
that sounds a lot
like
the president from Kingsman.
Uh-huh. Yeah. And I look at him, I'm like, okay, that's like no, you can't, that's someone's family. Like, you can't say that, dude. I'm sorry. I'm not gonna let that slide. And he's like, yeah, but like they don't want to get better, so why should we even let them live? And I'm like,
do you not understand how addiction works?
No, I don't think he does. Anyway, so and I tell him, it's like, well, listen, man, I just lost a family member to addiction. So that's really fucking disgusting of you to say because you clearly don't understand what goes on in a person's life. And his response is, well, I mean, it's just an opinion. And it's like, well, it's a shitty opinion. And I laughed because like,
you
fuck you.
can't just the dude your way out of that.
Yeah. That's just like your opinion.
That's the problem, is that it's just an opinion, and it's yours, and you expressed it, and you mean that genuinely, whereas I just dealt with a family member dying from addiction, and that is the opinion you hold. Like, that's the issue. What like, oh, it's just an opinion. Like, that's the problem, guy.
Yeah, no, and it's so funny, because there was a moment in one of our classes where it was basically, I describe it as Trauma Circle 2, where...
Oh, boy.
Oh, I remember this.
Will, Brendan, why don't you take the wheel? Because I talk too much. I want you guys to be able to speak.
This time, Will.
Well, so this was for one of our classes where we were discussing like personal stories, and it had to be something real and, impactful to you. So to kind of get the idea across, our professor shared one of his, and then we went around the room sharing incredibly personal stories. I elected not to because I'm just going to record it on my own. But his discussion went on over an incident. I'm not going to say the specifics, mostly because, this is something kind of horrible that did happen to someone. But, the way he discussed it certainly made me kind of confused as to why he was so harsh and critical and, I guess, willing to joke about certain topics when he's experienced all of this stuff himself. Mm-hmm. So it was just kind of a bit of cognitive dissonance for me. And the discussion in this fucking class got so dark. It just put me in a bad headspace. So actually, one of our classmates actually decided to talk about something very personal, but like normal and funny instead, which kind of let us reset and move on to like a different topic and or just recording our stuff, because that went on for so long.
His took forever, and his whole thing was like, I've never told this to anyone, and like by the end of it he stormed out because he was so overcome with emotion. But it was like, it was essentially, he used it as an excuse for why he was so mean to people. He's like, and this is why I don't get close to people, because they get hurt or they die. And I just like, and it's like, okay, I can understand, like, you clearly probably have some PTSS from this experience, and I can understand where you're coming from, but you have said and done horrible things to me and other people in this program. This does not excuse your behavior, sir. Like this man was calling me a whore behind my back. Like, I don't, like, it's like, you can't just be like, I was hurt, therefore I can hurt people and say so many horrible things and expect everyone to just comfort you in this moment. I'm sorry, but it's not how it goes, dude. It was disturbing. The entire thing was disturbing. Anyway, continue, Will.
Well, I mean, that was pretty much the extent of that specific encounter. Aside from the fact that everyone seemed very intent on going over very negative personal experiences.
That was also true. But that's kind of the thing with those. That's kind of the thing with those things. Like, it's the same with the trauma circle from performing arts. Like, it's weirdly became this dark thing that, like, everyone started. And sure, like, I remember I shared a story of, like, how I came to the college, but I did not go into detail. I said I was in a shitty friendship and I went to college to escape it. The end. I didn't go into any other detail other than that. Like, but, like, then there were, like, it's weird, dude. Like, those kind of, like, sharing circles, they get fucked up so fast. I wonder why. Because it's weird that that happened twice, you know?
Nichols.
Yeah. Essentially. I will say, like, a brief tangent, I've had some very strange parallels, like, happen in the programs. I don't know if it's probably just serendipitous, but there have been weird parallels in my college experience that, like there's been the 2 trauma circles. There were 2 polyamorous experiences. 1 relative died around the end of my time in the college. Like, how are we 3 for 3 with that? It's insane to me. Like, I still do not know how to describe it. It's strange. I don't know if that's particularly interesting to talk about, but that's been weighing my mind recently.
Those who do not read history are doomed to repeat it.
Those who do not read are doomed.
Yeah.
That too.
Those who do not
Perhaps
are.
Yeah, those those.
One thing that was really fun when we were doing our radio plays was doing our radio plays. Those were fun.
That was awesome. The Halloween one was a great project.
By the way,
yeah,
my mom loves Lawless Landlubbers, by the way.
Oh, she does?
Yes.
Oh, that's nice. Logan
What's
was
her
in that.
favorite
I was
character?
gonna say, what's your favorite character?
She would actually love it if we produced more of those.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Yo, what was I called again, Fiona? Was it Dillian?
Yes.
Was Dillian her favorite?
Oh, governor!
I don't know who her favorite was. It was just a matter of that's her favorite type of thing to listen to.
Oh. Or maybe we could get back into it. I do know some of our classmates do like voice acting and writing, so
Yeah.
I mean we could. What?
I was gonna say we have like a bunch of us that could cover voice acting, plus like whichever like people we know would like to do voice acting stuff as a group. Plus a lot of us know how to
Dylan's a
write
voice
scripts.
actor. I love voice acting myself. Brendan, I'm sure you're pretty decent at it.
I am not bad. I've never like actually done it to a professional degree, so I don't know how I stack.
I've been in a professional radio play before. Beauty will save the world.
Oh yes, that's right. You were on Stories from the Front, was it?
No, Beauty Will Save the World at the Ninth Hour Theater Company.
Oh, okay.
Stories from the Front was an actual play that they did, and I went to go see it.
No, that one was the one that, what do you call him, Wholesome Boy?
Impulsive Boy?
No, Wholesome.
Oh.
Wholesome Boy.
The 2 differences right there.
Anyways, I know one of our boys was in it.
Yeah. I enjoyed Lawless Landlubbers. I want to put up the horror film one that I did because that one was actually really fun, and that actually is a great segue into the DVD movie saga.
Oh God, no!
Oh,
this happened
my
too many times for my liking.
Do I have to pull it up on Spotify?
You know what? We could.
I
play
have
a
some
section
DVDs here that I burned.
I cannot.
I've
blocked this on Spotify so that it doesn't ever recommend me it.
I will find it. I'm this guy's biggest fan.
But
Will, do you want to tell the story?
Well, I don't think I was there for his Was I there for his first go around or his second go around?
No.
You were there for the
Was.
second go round. I know, but
I
this
was there
because
for the
I was
second
there
and
with you.
third.
Yeah, what
Um,
happened was this guy came to the radio room and he was like, "Hey, Mr. Potato Head said that you guys play music on your radio station from students. I sent my music to Mr. Potato Head. Do you know if he got it?" And I was like, "I don't know. Mr. Potato Head's not here right now." So I'm like, "Just come back another time and we'll let you know." Essence of another time. And about 2 hours later, he comes back, and Mr. Potato Head and our music director are here. And I'm like, "Oh, well, they're actually here. How about you talk to them?" And I call over Potato Head and music director. And I'm like, "Hey, this person wants to have their music done." They talk to him, he leaves, and they're like, "We can't play this. It's too distorted." Now, when they said distorted, I thought they meant it wasn't mixed correctly. Like, it had like a fan in the background, or it was like kind of like, when something like corrupts and it kind of clips and cuts. That's what I thought it was.
Kind of like Discord
Hold on,
calls sometimes.
I'm gonna share my
Yeah.
screen, so cue me in whenever you want me to play it.
Yeah. So anyway, what happens is we the next day I'm in class with the Spaghetti Man, I'm gonna call him. I don't know why. He just reminds me of spaghetti. But we're hanging out with Spaghetti Man, and who do I see? Oh, it's Mr. DVD Movies. And I'm like, "Oh, it's that guy again." And Spaghetti Man's like, "What do you mean?" I'm like, "That guy wants to get his music on the radio, but Potato Head and music director said we couldn't." And Spaghetti Man didn't like Potato Head or music director. He did not like Potato Head for different reasons, but he also didn't like music director, so he's like, "I'll go talk to him because the Potato Head and music director are stupid and they don't know anything." However, this is where you come in, because I think Spaghetti Man was like, "Hey man, just like we'll let you know if we can put it on." And then DVD came back, and this is where you can take over.
Yeah, so he comes back in and he asks, like, he's waiting out there. No one's going to open the door, so I open the door and I talk to him. I'm not gonna let him inside because he's not radio or anyone else, and he's just got music. So I let him know to come back once I figure out like our director, and because I was production director for the other station, so that would never have been played on air regardless. So I talked to him and I message Brendan and he lets me know it's weird. So I go and listen to it. I send him back and I say, "Hey, we don't have the ability to play any of that stuff, so you're gonna have to come back again later once, like, because clearly the decision's been made not to air it, but he's come back a third time by that point, I think, at least third time, but like 2 separate days.
I think
Yeah,
in
this
total
was,
he
like,
came
the
back like
second day.
6 times.
Yep.
So I listen to it. I tell everyone, "Hey, you have to listen to this because
And
this is
so-
just like
This is what he
music
showed
mix
us.
or electronic. This is noise." Do we have a sample of it to listen
Is it
to?
playing at all?
Yes,
It's really low.
it's playing at the moment. I'm watching it. What the heck is this?
That's music, dude. This auto is new music. It's hitting the generations. I'm gonna be there on the rooftops. I'm gonna be there shouting, "DVD Movies 1, 2, 3 friggin' rocks!"
Does he have any other music?
He has
multiple
3
albums.
albums.
Hey,
I'm
yo,
glad
is
you
this-
asked.
Pull up the one that shows up right at the top, I think, of his movie.
The one that shows up right at
No,
the top.
damn it. Where's the one with the really amazing name?
You mean the great poo-poo penis?
I
Yeah,
think he's not.
Penis.
Yeah.
This is the one that he showed us. This is the one that Don showed me.
Also, I love the one under it, farting, next in queue.
This hurts my ears,
Yeah.
but I love it. I want to go to a concert. He has 3 albums: Noise Tape, Noise Mest, and Noise Fest, which, to be fair, cool names. The albums, the first 2 look okay. This one looks like shit.
And
But I'm going to stop gesturing to physical things because this is a audio format.
well, they have reference because I was watching the stream, so
Good.
but you good?
Yeah, what do you make of that? So before you say anything,
I'm speechless.
gold or platinum record?
Are we talking Canadian gold and platinum or American gold and platinum?
We're talking lucky to be Canadian gold. That is Canadian gold as in
That's
old songs
CanCon.
that get played.
Well, I think it
That
would
is-
actually top the American charts because I think they'd be stupid enough to listen to it.
It was very famously played at the Super Bowl.
Oh, what was that the one where like Nicki Minaj was in it and
Yeah.
No, they got Kendrick Lamar in for a second time, and they said, "You're too big of an artist. We need to get local guys." It's like, what's this guy?
They not like us. They not like us.
But we actually sampled some of his music in the haunted radio play as like distortion for when the haunted ghost is on the mic.
I can actually explain that because, like, one of his tracks, I can't remember which one, it has like a
It's-
distorted laugh in it. And I
Yeah,
actually
it's
thought
called
that
ha 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 ha
that
ha.
that is the one. Oh, I need to, because that actually, the laugh, everything else sounded like shit. The laugh itself was actually kind of cool. I liked the way it sounded.
This
It sounded
kind of-
like a possessed computer.
This kind of feels like the setup to an ARG.
Yeah,
Kinda.
it does. But hopefully I'll be able to post the horror story soon because it's good. It's just when I downloaded it, unfortunately, the audio file where we open where we like do the opening and the end credits got corrupted, so it's not there anymore. So it would be uploaded without. To be fair, I can do credits in video form, but I want to upload it because it was a really fun thing to make. Will and Amon and I worked on it, and it was really, really good. Like,
Yeah, I would figure out a way to put credits on it. It still works even without the little intro outro thing.
definitely, but it was super fun. Funny enough, Will, coincidentally has both played both the villains in my radio plays, and Jaden has played both of the heroes in my radio
Yeah,
play.
listen, I'm very good at being evil. It's fun.
Yeah.
Being evil is fun.
And it was,
One-
There's a whole
always,
Voltaire song about it.
True.
and it will always be better than the really, really bad film we had to make for
Oh my
whatever.
god, yes. Listen, I'm so glad I got to make my really terrible, low budget, low grade ghost hunting student film because if you lean into it, everything being bad and cheesy, it gets really funny.
Yeah.
Ours was bad because the person who edited it,
Yeah, I can't
there
believe-
is a they were talking it up so much, and then I watched it and I'm like, oh, this is terrible.
Sounds like
Well,
me
yeah,
with
well-
the original cut of Business Partners.
Well, one thing I need to tack on as well. It was described that the assignment was supposed to be 10 minutes long. They said it was 20 minutes long, and it was just 20 minutes of cuts that lasted like several seconds way too long.
And the credits were 2 minutes long, and they did not need to be 2 minutes. It was so bad. And there's one moment that I'll always remember because as someone who took digital practicum, I learned the art of sound syncing and
Yes.
mic syncing and clap syncing. This motherfucker didn't use the mic setting, the mic footage that we had, the audio. No, they used the camera audio for one of the scenes. And it cuts. It deliberately cuts from the very quality, crisp microphone recorded audio to the shitty DSLR audio. And it sucked. And it made me so fucking mad because it's like, I literally took a class on this. I am disappointed in you. I have the right to be disappointed in you because I know how to actually do this shit.
Pretty
About
sure
to
you
go
can
It-
David
even do
Lynch
that
on your
in
ass.
Audition now too.
They were using Premiere, so I have no idea, man.
You can do it in Premiere, and they added the ability to do it in
Mm.
Audition as well.
Well, they didn't want to for some reason. I don't know why. I don't know why they had to be the one. And the funny thing is they kept badgering me about editing my radio plays, being like, "Do you need help editing? Do you need help editing?" And it's like, no, I don't want you editing my shit.
You.
I have had to spend a lot of time editing stuff from them, like in post for any projects that we're both on. And I will say this: they are at the very least enthusiastic, but they
Yeah.
also are just a little
Bad.
It's a little difficult for them to edit their because their vocal like range / control is very. I guess they just have a much harsher voice in recording.
Mm-hmm.
So I ended up having to just edit down the levels on that. Do you know when you go into the actual audio, like not the audio file, but the track where you can cut certain frequencies out?
Yeah.
Yeah, that. So it's kind of like a heat map, but it's not. I was able to edit down certain really chunky blocks of sound to get that. But we did make it so that all the audio could be used, so that was nice.
Brendan, remember
if
when
I may
we tried to...
Hold on.
Oh, yeah?
Let me quickly say, so sorry to interrupt. And it's rather convenient for me as this is coming into the radio era. Unfortunately, time has set up in such a way where I need to go. So I just want to say, though I'm leaving prematurely, thank you so much for having me on, Patrick. Thank you to everybody watching. What's the whole saying again there, Patrick? Thinking is cool, but imagining is cool. Did I get that right? Did I get it right?
Yes, you did. Thank you.
Thinking is cool.
Honestly,
We do have an
can pick
outro
this
for
up.
the videos now.
To be
Well,
fair,
then don't even let
to
me.
be fair,
Don't even let me give an outro then. But I will wrap up with just this one thing, and then it's all you, Fiona. Hold on. For those folks who are interested,
pick this up later.
For those folks who are interested, I really got to get this through. For those folks who are interested, our play for the Ottawa Fringe Fest, Disarranged Marriage, won the Queer Juries Award, which means that we'll be having an encore performance in August.
Nice.
So for those of you who are in the Ottawa area who want to see a nice queer play, it's called Disarranged Marriage. Look it up. It's playing again in August. That's all. I'll see you later, folks.
Thank you.
Good night.
Goodbye, Logan.
Honestly, I think that we do have a podcast where we talk more about audio production and our creation. So we can honestly pick up the rest of this podcast episode in that, because I think we've kind of reached the end of our stories and we're kind of just talking about production.
We are sitting at about an hour and 57 minutes now.
Yeah, I think we should fucking go to bed.
Wrap it up. Go to bed. The night's just starting.
I'm gonna go get my naan and dip it into a balsamic I made, and
I thought you were going to say you were going to grab your naan and dip it in a...
I'm going to go grab my ball.
Yeah, I'm gonna grab my ball. Listen, that musk is a unique flavor.
Boy.
Anyway,
that being said, everybody, I want to say thank you all so much for watching / listening.
What the fuck?
And we will see you in the next episode. Goodbye, everybody.
Brendan, sing the outro.
Truly imagination. If you don't watch us, we'll find you. Good night.
Listen, I can imagine dragons, and I'll send them after you.
I can imagine ending. It's truly imagination. Truly imagination. We hope you learned something, 'cause we sure did not.